Okay guys, so we're going to go over some of the equipment that we're going to use for the kickboxing class. So important to have a bottle of water. You can refill. We have coolers here. Tie pads. So tie pads can be a little bit of a challenge. So we usually don't use these in the beginner class. We'll use these more for an intermediate class. But the great thing with the tie pad is the versatility. So tie pads I can hold for kicks, knees, shin kicks, and you could do combinations with these pads. So a really great tool for kickboxing. And you know, it's a good workout holding equipment for your partner. So usually you'll do 2 or 3 rounds, your partner do it 2 or 3 rounds, and you're going back and forth. That way you get a little bit of a break, but you're also engaged in holding pads. And obviously there's some weight to these, so this is a good workout. And usually I'm doing the same, you know, if my partner's throwing a combination of say 1, 2, and then a leg kick, I'm doing that with them. So I'm still in my stance, I'm still doing that, still doing the workout with them. So it's very interactive. So whether you're holding pads or hitting pads, it's a good workout, and it stays fun, and it stays dynamic and interesting. So the tie pads are very good. You can also do knees and elbows with these. Okay, basic boxing gloves. You know, we basically, when you sign up for the gym, you get boxing gloves. So you don't have to worry about having gloves for your first class. We'll loan you gloves in the beginning, and then if you end up joining, we'll give you your own. So gloves and also hand wraps. I don't have a pair of hand wraps here, but those will come with it as well. Jump rope. We use the skip rope a lot because of the rhythm of boxing and the conditioning of boxing. You're always on the balls of your feet. You're always moving side to side. So the jump rope is a great way to warm up, and also it trains you for a lot of the techniques that you're going to need in boxing. So jump rope as well, it's provided here. We have plenty of jump ropes. Now these mitts here are what we call focus mitts, and these are very good for boxing. Okay, you can hold them for kicks as well, but they're really, really good for learning the proper punches and strikes that you're going to need for kickboxing, but especially for boxing. So same thing with these mitts. I'll hold the mitts for my partner. I can do a lot of different combinations, and it's a little bit more related to boxing because there's targets, and I'm moving, and you have to move back and forth. You have to circle, so it's a lot more. You get a lot more out of hitting focus mitts than you do a heavy bag. A heavy bag is really it's good for power, it's good for conditioning, but it's not as dynamic. So, you know, if you're on your own, a heavy bag is great. But if you have a partner, it's so much more fun to use focus mitts. So we use the mitts, we use the tie pads, and we also use the kicking shields. Kicking shields as well, it just, you know, takes a little bit to learn how to hold the shields. But when you know how to hold the shield properly, you can hold for anyone. It doesn't matter if they're much bigger and stronger than you, because you're going to create a cushion, and the shields are really thick. So that's part of what we do in the introductory class too, is you learn how to use all this equipment so that it's, when you jump in your first class, it's pretty easy.